En Theo gaat me knippen.
Anne is going to have a haircut, not ultra short. A hot scissor this time, not a hot razor. So she turns around, ze draait een rondje om so you can see what the current hairstyle is. And she makes nice slow turns.
Wat?
Een lekker rustig rondje.
Oh, moet er zo?
Ja, dat mag wel iets harder.
Oh, harder?
Ja.
Oké.
YouTube goes fast. Let's start on Anne.
Oké.
Van jou. Hello friends on YouTube. Anne is back to have a haircut. Now Anne went viral on YouTube, so with the last video I made of her, we did it with a hot razor of Ego. But there are a lot of people who are always complaining about razors, but you see her hair grows really nice and does not make a lot of difference, but there's never split ends in her hair, so that's what the difference is. Now I'm going to work with the TCC1 Care Cut of Jaguar, and this tool is very hard and not easy to get on the market. But when you want something like that, you have to like the video and you have to ask just Jaguar. So not me, go to Jaguar and ask them if they still have a hot scissor for you. Then you never know what's going to happen. After wetting the hair, this is very important when you do a hot tool cut, because your hair is protein and you need the protein had to be heated by the scissor, so that seals the hairs. Het is wel lekker pot, ondanks dat. Niks uit te doen. When I start on the cut, I see mostly yellows into grey hair. I take no yellow spray of Attitude. This I spray softly over the hair, so it doesn't influence the cut, but it reduces the yellow tones in her beautiful grey hair. And this cut is, what she now has is, I think 3 months old ongeveer.
Ja. 2,5 denk ik.
2.5, 3 months old is cut that she has now. Part hairs on the center line of the back, and I take the hairs just from the top of the ears, clip them aside. When you work with a hot tool, it's better to use something like a band, because when you take a band, put it over it, the wire is never in the way and you have more freedom to work with this tool. Starting in the back, take the hairs up into the line of falling, take off what's growing back in 3 months. As long as the hairs stay moist, you never burn your fingers with a hot tool. First side on the baseline. The difference between the left side and the right side. Watch on the hairs which way to go. And where the twist is, I twist also. Wetting in between. I've got my first shape, so now I'm going to shape the hairs. So I turn them in and give them the rounding that I like them to have, using the beautiful shapes of a scalp. She has a nice strong scalp. Lifting the hairs up, point it to the center line, and fine tune the baseline. Do the same of course on the other side. Turn in. Turn in. Cut the line. Use the skull and the shapes of it. The skull is the only thing I never can change because, yeah, I'm not a doctor. And thank God for that. Then I go, like I did on the other side, give the slight graduation by lifting up, pointing with my knuckles to the center line of the skull. Do this still. Get behind the ears. Free the hair so you can see the lines, and in the freehand style just take out what I need to take out. The underliner clean afterwards. Lay the hairs back, take a new line on it, get from the center of the skull till behind the ears, set the upper hair aside so you get nicely full of the hairs. Put some new lines onto the haircut. Go in from the center, watch where my connection line is, bend the hairs a bit so I get more length by graduating. Graduating is pulling and thinning, so I create more length into the roundings. Also that I do of course on both sides. So turn the hairs in, watch where my connection line is, bend the hairs. Take a new line on it, do the same, point with my knuckles to the center line of the neckline, in the center of the skull in the neckline. And by the way, this sister is now, when I cut, because she has really beautiful hair, 140 degrees Celsius. See how beautiful the lines of a skull come out now. When I turn a bit, you can see this. You get a nice bounding and you make use of the beautiful shapes the skull has. Go to the side. Go from the same center line and just beneath the temple. Go to the side. Now she has fine hairs here, so lay the hairs first behind the ear, free the small hairs and only take off the tips. Gives also softness to the facial lines. Go back, watch at the line, lay the hairs into the rounding, go in. Every time give it that graduation effect. Go back over the same line and now I fine tune it. And give it a nice rounding. Watch at the fall, watch to the back, if I have still the beautiful lines I want to have, so I get this nice rounding into the neckline. And go back to the front. From the same starting point, I take apart like I would do with the clock turning. So I take every time about 5 centimeters. So that's about 5 minutes in the clock range. Start on the front. And the nice thing is working with this tool is that the hair stays sealed for more than half a year. So if she wouldn't come to me, she has to be at the salon after summertime. But I'm certain she will be there much earlier. See the strength the hair gets by a good cut. On top I make some layering, but that I do afterwards. Take the next 5 minutes or 5 centimeters. So here's 5 centimeters, so about 2 inches. Bend hairs again, watch. And now you can see that I come at the layer part of the hairs, because there's hardly any hair laying over the line I'm just creating. It's a bit Bobby's hairstyle, but not totally. So now I know that I have all the lines on this line, so I can go to the other side. And now free the hairs, like I did on the other side, go to the center on the scalp. Watch at hairs, watch on the line of cutting, knowing what I did on the other side. So go a little bit to the front and travel a little bit up. And first set out the baseline. Watch the small hairs on the side. This gives the soft effect, but I also want to cut them a bit. So I take off only the dry ends. Go back to the line, give it some more graduation. Ik zie je best vaak fietsen nog.
Ja.
Tussendoor fiets je heel vaak.
Ja.
Als ik even ergens naartoe ga, dan splenderen of zo, dan zie ik je alles zo. Ja, het snel.
Ja, ik kwam wel op de Kakkerweg.
Ja, je komt best regelmatig onze
Groenstraat,
ja.
bij de natuurwinkel.
Ja. Ja, dan zie ik je meestal.
Ja.
Meantime, we talk Dutch to each other. We are in the Netherlands, so that's why. For those who think which language do they use, they do Danish or German or no, it's Dutch. In the meantime, I enjoy watching at all the lines. I find her a beautiful lady. I really love her. Coming on the fall of the scalp, the last line. Take the hairs to the front, bend them in, knowing where to go because I watch at the facial lines. Watch through the hairs, mostly through the roundings. And connect them on the line. Free the upper hair. Gonna watch at the fall of the hairs. So when you shake them, they really look nicely, and she can easily hide the hairs behind the ears and still have a wonderful line. Now before I start on the top, I clean the underlines, so I'm certain that I have done that. Bend your head a bit to the front. gently comb the hairs from beneath the line of cutting. Clean the line. And for the neckline you always have to bend. But then the upper hair gets higher up, so you get a nicer fall, so you can see the way the hairs go. But also when her head bends back, it's hidden behind the line of cutting. And of course I don't cut into the line that I did with the hot razor, because then that effect is gone. With a brush, now go to the upper hair. Hair scan. And for those with not the best hair, just ask your hairdresser for a hot razor cut or a hot tool cut, because it's much better for your hairs, believe me. And for those with not the best hair, just ask your hairdresser for a hot razor cut or a hot tool cut, because it's much better for your hairs, believe me. But there's one thing I never do, is lying on YouTube. I never lie, because I don't like to lie. You need a large brain when you lie to people, because you cannot remember all the things you're lying in life. So I don't lie. It's a way of stealing, I think, also. Put a little bit no yellow spray on the hairs. What I told you, it's a styling product, but it's also a toner product, so it takes away the yellow colors out of her hair. Talking in Dutch about the colors, when you have too much violet in the hairs, I really like it because I like the silver tones of the color, but if she don't like it, she makes herself a strong tea, just classic English tea, put it over the hairs and it's gone. For those who make bleaching and you have parts of the hair that go violet, you take the tea bag that you used on making tea and just take it and over the line that you think is too violet. It's also gone. Start halfway the fontanelle, lifting the hairs up, using a point cut technique on top. Go to the sides, see my line of cutting. Connecting the lines to each other. So watch at the line of cutting, get yourself that guideline, and get rid of the volume I don't need on the line. And then again, like a clock, travel slowly but steady around this beautiful model of mine. The same I do, of course, on the other side. My line of connection. Lay the hairs back, take a new line on it. See my connection line again. One more time over the center line, give it one slight twist, so give it a little bit more playful effect on top. Take it up, twist it, the The only thing you see jumping out is the center line of the hairs. This gives a playful effect on the top. Going to the front. Coming to the front, watch at the lines. Take the hairs up, lift them a bit over. So also on the front I give the graduation. Coming to the line, where I connect to the back. Go one more time over the same line. And then I see the change of fall, so again, twist over. Take the hairs off the back with it. Lay the hairs back, stand beside, lay the hairs to the front and connect the line from the front of the fontanelle to the back. It's not much, but you need to do this. And when this is done, you can style your hair. And so far the cut. Now I have real soft, sexy, feminine hair, because the nice thing with sealed hair is that they feel more feminine than with a normal scissor. And that I'm also not lying about. Now before I start styling her hair, I take a little bit of foam. It's a foam bottle whip, because she has a bit wavy effect, and this stimulates it, but it gives also a nice smell to the hairs and a very soft feeling, but also strongness. And it feels like a shaving cream. Ja, lekker hè?
Is je massage?
Ja. Oh, maar je zit wel goed in je vel, hè? Mostly checking if people are good in the skin, and especially on women, when this top is flexible like her hair is, then it's okay. That's why she has also beautiful hair. It's when it's not this flexible, you have to go hair pulling on the top, just softly pulling on the hair, so take it a little bit off of the skin, and this activates the blood streams, but also relaxes the muscles on the hairs. All the hairs have a muscle. You can see this on your arm when you're getting scared or it's colder outside, you get your hair stand up. On your head they lay down. That's the difference between your arms and the top of your head. But especially on women, the top of your skull takes up tensions. So when you do this, you relax them, and this is really beautiful to start the night or before you go sleeping. Don't shake, of course, because you just gently take it up, and it will warm you, it will relax you, and if somebody does it to you, it relaxes that person also. I mostly can feel this, yeah, in the center of my stomach. And there's nothing, as a hairdresser I have, that's better for the bloodstream than this. We have something with girlfriends at evening. Just start hair pulling. You have a nicer night. And of course we have a nice ticking clock on the background. And then it's even more free, the hairs. So it's very relaxing. In the softest position, gently lifting up the hairs and just wait till they're dry and not totally dry. It's more the anti-gravity effect.
Wat is het?
Gaan hairvoeden, wat ik net deed, aan je haar trekken.
Oh, ja, ja, ja.
Stimuleert enorm de bloeding, maar ook de ontspanning.
Ja.
Dat is echt super goed voor je haar. En je hoofdhuid vooral. Daar gaat het eigenlijk om, hè. Want je haar komt tenslotte vanuit je hoofdhuid.
Ja.
We hadden een keer de anti-lijn van de vorige keer. Vorig jaar zit het heel vaak. De mensen zeiden, je had in één keer een mannenhaarkassel en dat soort dingen. Maar dat is dit absoluut niet.
Ja.
So far blow drying. Now the only thing I'm going to use on my hair now is a little bit golden oil of Lanza. Just to give some extra shine but also a nice smell. It's this beautiful product. It's a natural oil. Just use one pump. This softens the hairs, so it takes away the hardness of blow drying. Like that, huh?
Ik heb altijd zoiets, al die oude klonje en weet ik veel wat. Al
Die
die
zit geen oude
geurtjes,
klonje in,
dat
hè?
hoeft voor mij niet.
Is dat bloemen?
Ja, nou ja, goed. Maar al die geurtjes, laat ik het zo zeggen.
Okay, I thank Emma for being my model. Thank you for watching. She will certainly turn around to show you the end results and we see each other in the next video. Bye bye.
Beetje sneller dan
Ja,
dat, hè?
mag iets sneller. We zitten op
Oh
YouTube,
jee,
hè?
ik zie nou pas hoe
Hoeveel
het is.
krullen je hebt. Dankjewel.
Dankjewel.
It's going to have a haircut, not ultra short. A hot scissor this time, not a hot razor.
Doors will open on the right-hand side. Change for the Piccadilly